Conspiracy theories have existed for centuries. From secret societies controlling world governments to faked moon landings, the belief in hidden agendas and covert plots is more common than many realize. But what compels people to believe in ideas that contradict logic, evidence, and sometimes even reality? The answer lies in psychology, the way our brains are wired to process information, handle fear, and form beliefs. The brain is built for survival, not truth. The human brain evolved for survival. In early human history, assuming danger, like a predator in the bushes, even when there was none, could save lives. This tendency to assume intention and pattern in randomness is known as agency detection. It made humans cautious and helped avoid threats, but in the modern world, it can lead us to see conspiracies where none exist. The brain hates uncertainty. We are uncomfortable with randomness. When unpredictable events happen, such as natural disasters, assassinations, or pandemics, we instinctively look for explanations. The brain prefers narratives with cause and effect. This leads to what psychologists call proportionality bias, the belief that big events must have big causes. For some, this means dismissing simple explanations and embracing grand conspiracies. Cognitive biases fuel belief. Our thinking is riddled with shortcuts, or cognitive biases, that help us make quick judgments but can mislead us. 1. Confirmation bias. We seek and believe information that supports our existing views. 2. Intentionality bias. We assume that events are caused deliberately rather than by chance. 3. Dunning-Kruger effect. People with little knowledge in a subject often overestimate their understanding. These biases create a mental environment where conspiracy theories can thrive. Fear, anxiety, and the need for controlled conspiracy theories often emerge or intensify during times of crisis. Fear and anxiety increase our desire for control. Believing in a conspiracy provides a sense of understanding and power. It offers a villain to blame and a way to make sense of chaos. This psychological comfort can be more compelling than objective truth. Belief as identity and community. For many people, conspiracy theories are not just beliefs, they are part of their identity. Believing in a hidden truth separates the believer from the masses. It creates a sense of being enlightened or awakened. Moreover, online communities built around these beliefs offer connection and belonging, reinforcing the group's views through echo chambers. Social media and the internet's amplification effect. The internet has made it easier than ever to spread conspiracy theories. Algorithms on social media platforms prioritize engagement, not accuracy. Outrageous and sensational content goes viral more quickly than facts. As users interact with such content, platforms serve them more of it, creating a feedback loop that pulls them deeper into conspiratorial thinking. This is sometimes referred to as falling down the rabbit hole. Historical case studies. 1. Flat Earth theory. Despite centuries of scientific evidence, some believe the Earth is flat. 1. The community thrives on distrust of authority and scientific institutions. 2. Moon landing hoax. Claims that the moon landing was faked emerged soon after the event and persist today, fueled by misunderstandings of science and distrust in government. 3. QAnon movement, a modern conspiracy claiming a secret war against a deep state cabal. 3. It combines many older conspiracies into one large, unprovable narrative. 4. 9/11 conspiracies, the belief that the US government was involved in or allowed the attacks on September 11, 2001, stems from mistrust, inconsistencies, and trauma. 5. Anti-vaccine movement, fueled by misinformation, emotional appeals, and anecdotal stories rather than data. Conspiracies versus real cover-ups. While many conspiracy theories are baseless, history has shown that some real conspiracies have occurred. 1. MKUltra, a secret CIA program in the 1950s and 60s that tested mind control techniques using drugs on unwitting participants. 2. COINTELPRO, the FBI's covert operation to infiltrate and disrupt civil rights groups. 3. Big Tobacco cover-up, corporations misled the public about the dangers of smoking for decades. These real events demonstrate that skepticism is healthy, but it's important to distinguish between critical thinking and jumping to unsupported conclusions. Consequences of conspiracy beliefs. Believing in conspiracies can have real-world effects. 1. Erosion of trust in institutions like science, media, and government. 2. Social division and isolation. 3. Spread of misinformation. 4. Potential for radicalization and violence. 5. Mental health issues such as paranoia and anxiety. Talking to someone who believes in conspiracies arguing rarely changes minds. Instead, 1. Listen with empathy. 2. Ask open-ended questions. 3. Avoid ridicule or shame. 4. Encourage critical thinking. 5. Suggest reliable sources. Gently building trust and rapport is key. Change comes through relationships, not confrontation. What science says. Psychological research shows that belief in conspiracy theories is linked to low trust in others and institutions, a need for uniqueness, a desire to feel special or more informed than others, exposure to misleading information, especially online. Understanding these psychological roots helps us see believers not as irrational, but as human, responding to deep psychological needs in a complex world. Conspiracy theories reveal more about the human mind than about secret plots. They show our need for meaning, our struggle with uncertainty, and our longing for control and community. The best defense against falling into conspiracy thinking is not mockery but education, empathy, and critical thinking. In a world overflowing with information, the greatest power we have is the ability to question, especially ourselves. If you found this video insightful, consider subscribing to our channel, Decoding History and Science. Share this with someone curious about the psychology of belief. And remember, stay curious, stay informed, and question wisely.